Hello everybody, this is Dr.G.P. Sudhakar from Hyderabad, India. Professor of Management. Right, so in this specific video, I'm going to display. I'm going to explain you about manager. I'm going to explain you about manager. Right. See, basically, every industry has got different managers in the organizations. Right, there are different types of managers. They do different type of activities in day-to-day organizational functioning, right? They are at different levels in the organization. See, basically management philosophy started way back in 1920s, and no, with that 1920s, scientific management and all came. Next industrialization came. Next after industrialization manufacturing came, manufacturing, and then digitization, now digitalization. All these concepts came. With this evolution, the manager's role in 21st century organizations has increased a lot. Managers play a major role in an organization. Manager helps in increasing productivity in the organization. Manager helps in increasing performance, organizational performance, revenues in the organization, right? So with this note, as part of this specific video, we are going to discuss about what is the definition of manager. What do managers manage usually? What do they manage in day to day? What are the different designations usually they are having? No, manager characteristics. What are the characteristics of manager? Similarly, what are the different levels of managers in an organization? Followed by what are the different categories of managers? I will be explaining you about what is line manager, what is functional manager, and what is the project manager also as part of this specific video. Right. So, and see a couple of examples as well. Right. So, let us move on and see what is the definition of manager basically. Manager is an individual who is working towards an organizational objective by making use of a team. By making use of a team. Manager is an individual using a team. He is trying to meet the organizational objective or organizational goal, right? So basically, manager, what do they do? What do they manage in day-to-day? Managers basically, they are managers manage finances, managers manage investments, managers manage products, they manage projects, they manage operations, they manage production, they manage procurements, they manage inventory, different types of things they manage. Supply chain, they manage supply chain, logistics, they manage different things. A manager manager manages in an organization in day to day, right? So basically, what are the different designations of managers? Currently, different designations are there for managers. For example, finance manager, HR manager, operations manager, project manager, product manager, like this, right? So many managers are possible, designations are possible in an organization, right? So so and also managers are at different levels. Managers are at different levels in the organization. So what are the basically manager characteristics? What are the characteristics of a manager? Basically, a manager he was given with a defined role and responsibility in the organization. Manager has been given certain authority and powers in the organization. Manager carries certain demographic variables. He carries certain experience level, skill set, with conceptual skills, human skills, and technical skills. He carries along with him. Manager carries conceptual skills, human skills, and technical skills along with him. Right. Similarly, a manager makes use of the team and develop product or service, right? So he has got certain power, authority in the organization. They will be at different levels in the organization, right? So another, what is it, next, what are the different levels of managers we will see. What are the different levels of managers? See, managers can be there at different levels in the organization. For example, top management, middle level management, or entry level managers or supervisors. Entry level managers or supervisors, right? Top management means C level executives will come into picture. For example, CEO, CTO, COO, CPO, CMO, CFO, all these people part of top management. Middle level managers, who all will come into picture? Sometimes deputy director, or program manager. These designations, program manager, portfolio manager, these designations are part of middle level management, right? General manager, sometimes like this, different designations are part of middle level management. Entry level managers, they can be, supervisors, project coordinator, operations coordinator, like this, finance coordinator or finance controller. These kind of designations will be there in the operations level, supervisory level managers. Supervisory level managers, so like this, different levels of managers will be there in an organizational environment, right? So they do different activities, and also managers require more information in order to take decisions. Managers require, the level of the manager as it is increasing in the organization, they require more and more information, more and more information. See, as the level of the manager increases, he requires more information. Entry level managers may require less information to take day to day scheduling activities and operational activities, right? So like this is the characteristic of manager, and there are different levels of managers also in the organization, right? Now let's move on and see what are the different characteristics of managers. What are the different categories? What are the different categories of managers? Managers can be categorized into three different categories broadly. First one is line manager, second one is functional manager, and third one is project manager, right? See, line manager, basically what are his characteristics? Line manager is the controlling authority. He is authority role. Basically, line manager is an authority role. He makes different rules and procedures for everybody in the organization. For example, HR manager, he makes policies for all the employees in the organization, right? This comes under the line management. He is basically an authority role, in the organization, line managers. Now come to functional manager. What are the functional managers? Functional managers will be there in different functions. For example, finance function, operations function, marketing function, engineering function. Different business functions will have different functional managers, right? See, basically, functional managers control the resources. Control the resources in the organization. They control the machinery, tool, raw material, and also the human resources. Managers control, they are the owners of the resources. Functional managers, similarly, they do high level planning of the department. Functional managers, right? Of their specific function at the department level, they do that is high level planning, right? Next, move on, learn about third category of manager, that is project manager. See, project manager, day to day, what does he do? He plans, executes a project implementations he will do, making use of the project team. By doing coordination among the team members, he becomes a coordinator, and coordinator for the team, and he executes the project tasks. He does detailed planning, detailed budgeting for the project. He does the scheduling of the project. He does detailed planning for the project, right? So like this, project manager exhibits certain characteristics, right? So he is bound to the deadlines, project begin date, end date, certain skill set. He will ensure that his team is learning in the organization, continuous learning in the organization. He tries to achieve customer satisfaction. Project manager, he achieves coordination among all the business functions, by including all the team members from functional cross functional team. He sets up a cross functional team. Project manager, he achieves coordination among all these people, right? So project manager, and also he does detailed planning, we discussed, right? And also project manager's authority level and powers depends on what type of organization structure you are following in the organization. Project manager's power and authority depends on the what type of organization you are having in the organization. For example, you are having functional organization or matrix oriented organization or project oriented organization. It depends. For example, if it is project oriented organization, he will have highest authority and power. If it is functional oriented organization structure, he is just a coordinator. More powers will be there with the functional manager. Like that, the project manager's authority power depends on the what type of organization structure is being followed in the organization, right? So these are the different characteristics of project managers, right? So now let us see some of the examples. What are the examples? Basically, a project manager working for L&T construction. That is one of the example, right? So another example could be a marketing manager at a Standard Chartered Bank. They do market at different credit cards and loan accounts and all, right? So that is marketing manager at Standard Chartered Bank. So like this, these are different examples of managers. So far, what is that we have discussed? We have started with what is the definition of manager. We learned that what do managers manage. We learned that managers manage finances, investments, resources. Managers manage products and projects. Also, we learned different designations of managers. Also, we have seen. Right. Next, we have seen what are the characteristics of managers. They carry certain authority, responsibility, accountability, roles and responsibilities. Also, we discussed. These are the characteristics of managers. Similarly, different levels of managers also we have seen. There are top level managers, middle level managers, and entry level managers in the organization. Similarly, what are the characteristics of different types of managers, such as line manager we have seen, similarly functional manager we have seen, and project manager we have seen. So what are the three main distinction between line manager, functional manager, and project manager? Line manager is the authority role, functional manager controls the resources, and the project manager does the detailed planning and monitoring at the project level. He does the detailed work for the project, right? Thank you everybody.